The following is an exclusive presentation of the RBA Sports Network. A very pleasant good evening, everyone. Welcome to Mechanicsville, Virginia, on the campus of Lee-Davis High School. The RBA Sports Network back on the air live with a game of the week, Rivalry Night doubleheader. It is the Battle of Eastern Hanover County as the Atlee Raiders come up to Route 360 to take on the Lee-Davis Confederates. Girls action about to get underway, and the boys game coming up later tonight. It's also Athletic Hall of Fame night tonight here at Lee-Davis as they honor and officially induct the class of 2019. It is the sixth class of the Lee-Davis Athletic Hall of Fame, and our heartiest congratulations to the 5 honorees who are being inducted right down the hall here inside, well, what used to be the campus of Lee-Davis back in the days where Judy Williams and let's see, Carol Garthright, 2 of the 5 honorees tonight. When they were here, it was an outdoor campus school. Robbie Chenault and the others came along in the 90s and beyond once they had enclosed the campus. Same thing over, of course, at Patrick Henry. We are set for girls basketball action. Big night for Atlee. They can pick up win number 10 tonight in their battle to try to be in the top 8 and get a postseason bid in Region 5B. For Lee-Davis, it's been a disappointing season, but they've taken some positive steps, led by their senior, Cody Heilig. You can see a program after a few years of just kind of churning in neutral, starting to come together here now under longtime head coach Alvin Puller. And there's going to be a lot for Lee-Davis to build on, not only in the home stretch of this season, but then in seasons to come. So it's important for them to get a win tonight over an arch rival, to get a win tonight over a team that's fighting to ensure a playoff berth for themselves. It would be a big win, a moral victory, but even more so, building a program victory. That's what Lee-Davis is looking for here at home tonight. Boys game still to come. Atlee right now on the outside looking in Region 5B. Lee-Davis on the inside. And it's beginning to become a gulf, really, between the top 8 and the other 7 in Region 5B. And as we go through our broadcast tonight, we'll talk about it. There are already 7 or 8 teams, by my count, that have 10 victories on the season. Lee-Davis is one of them, coming in tonight with the boys' record of 10-5. Atlee is at 7-9. So you can tell Atlee's got to win, and they need to win out, really. If they could, they'd finish at 13-9, 22-game regular season, would put them in a position to fight for maybe that 8th and final playoff berth. But that's going to take a lot of doing because they've got some stout opponents, not just tonight coming in here against a Lee-Davis team bent for revenge after Atlee knocked them off by 1 point, gave them their first loss of the season, Rivalry Night Part 2 a few weeks ago. And we are underway. It'll be Atlee getting the tip, and the Raiders will go left to right across your PC, tablet, or mobile device. Rob with them, happy to be with you on a Friday night, late January. It's a great night for high school basketball. First drive by Maxson, shot off the glass too strong, and the rebound will come to Lee-Davis. They're moving from right to left in half number 1. Shea Bassett will run the point. Maxson will pick her up. Man-to-man defense for the Atlee Raiders. 30 seconds in, first possession for Lee-Davis. Talking about the future, there's Lydia Elkins, a freshman who has shown great promise this season for Coach Puller in the Confederates. Battle for the loose ball, goes out of bounds, and it'll stay with Lee-Davis underneath, and Madison Williams will take it out. Williams looking inside, bounce pass. Shot up, no. Rebound. Brooks kicks it out to Williams, over to Bassett. Bassett back out to Williams, left side, open, 3. Back iron, no. Long rebound. Picked up by Lee-Davis. No, we'll have a held ball. Possession arrow will stay with Lee-Davis. Megan Brooks, a junior, in there fighting for the rebound with Aya Youssef, the outstanding perimeter or post player, I should say, for Atlee. Bassett will bring it up top. Lee-Davis with a long possession here. Would love to get some points out of it. They find Heilig. Almost got tied up, and then she does, and then Bassett loses it, and then Ayer picks it up a second time in the corner. Turnover to Atlee. Over to Danielle Brown looking inside. They got Rosso open, and Addison with a short jumper for 2. So Addison Rosso for 2, 2-0 our score, and a turnover off the inbound. Some lack of communication, and Youssef feeds Ayer, and Kelly will put it in for 2 as the Raiders go for pressure defense in the backcourt. They break it the second time, and Cody's going to travel. Heilig took one extra step trying to get to the hoop after breaking the backcourt pressure. Turnover to Atlee at 4-0, 6:29 to go first quarter. Kayla Maxson running the point. Kelly Ayer in the backcourt with her. We mentioned Rosso a minute ago. Danielle Brown, part of the 3-guard starting lineup for Atlee. And, of course, Aya Youssef. It'll be Ayer on the drive. Back iron, no. Fights for the rebound. Held ball between her and Brooks, or was that a foul? We'll get a foul on Kelly Ayer. That'll be her first and the first foul of the night. And Lee-Davis basketball. Inbound to Heilig. Picked up the dribble. Needs help, and Williams provides. Madison down court to Brooks. Brooks up top to Heilig. Cody had to take a moment to grab the ball and regroup. Now all set. Hands it off to Shea Bassett, and Lee-Davis will run a play. 2 minutes in, 4-0 Atlee. Heilig in the corner, a little bit too high. Cody couldn't get to it. Brown over there defensively, and a turnover to Atlee. 5:50 to go first quarter. Just underway here on the Game of the Week. Glad you're with us tonight at youtube.com/RVA Sports Network. Listen, live links available both at HanoverCountySports.net and RVASportsNetwork.com. Youssef drives to the hoop and will draw the foul and go to the free throw line at 5:38 to go first quarter. It'll be the first foul on the senior standout Cody Heilig for Lee-Davis. And Youssef to the line to shoot a pair. First shot is up and off the front iron, no good. And Youssef will get one more with the Raiders up early, 4-0. First of 2 here tonight. Then we have a triple header tomorrow night live from Huguenot. We'll be talking about that as well. Second shot up and good. 5-0 Raiders. Backcourt pressure applied. Bassett with the basketball. Gets it to Elkins. She'll get across the timeline. She's trapped in the corner double team. Going to lose the ball. Fight for it underneath, and it'll be picked up first by Atlee, and then Bassett's going to steal it away. Finds an open Heilig. Almost stolen by Ayer. Cody. Shot. No. Rebound. Youssef. Got to the free throw line. Pulled up. The jumper a bit short. Quickly down court, they find Brown, who had problems handling it, and it's picked up by Elkins. And now it's off of her foot, and Brown's going to return the favor. Over to Maxson. Maxson to Ayer to Youssef at the free throw line. Her jumper's good. Aya fed at the free throw line second half last week in their 51-48 home loss to Hanover when the Hawks came back from down 18-4 to get a 51-48 victory. A very big win for a Hanover team a week ago that was still without the services of 2 of their starters, in Jordan Davis and Sarah Johnson. Hanover underway at home at this hour against Patrick Henry in what should be a very good game. Patrick Henry won the first game back in December at home. Elkins open. She'll take a jumper. It's no good. Heller couldn't quite get the rebound. It'll go to Maxson. She'll push it. Taylor looking. Kick out. Youssef. She'll drive. Right side. Bank. Shot. Good. And a good start tonight for Aya Youssef. 9-0 at 4:27 to go. Get it down quickly to Heilig. And Ayer's going to steal it, but her sneaker on the line underneath the basket. Can't quite complete the takeaway, and Lee-Davis will have it underneath. Looking for their first points here, down 9-0. Get it up top to Heller. Heller will hand it off to Shea Bassett, and they'll reset. 4:15 to go in the first quarter. Over to Elkins. Elkins to Bassett. When Elkins finally begins to feel comfortable at the varsity level, she could be a very good player. They get it inside. Heller on the feed. The shot too strong. And the rebound to Maxson, who boxed out nicely on Williams. Kayla looking to drive. Kick out. Brown, fake the three. She'll drive. Over to Youssef. Bounce pass Rosso open. And she puts it in for two. Time out, Lee-Davis. So very quietly, very confidently, Atlee runs an 11-0 run to start the game in the first 4-12. 3:48 to go opening quarter, and it is 11-0 Raiders. They are underway at Hanover. Our lifeguard _duty on Twitter, Ryan Dugas, is over there tonight, so he's going to push us updates, and we'll have them for you on Twitter at Hanover Sports. And Lee-Davis comes out of the timeout with possession. They're looking to answer this backcourt pressure and just calm down a little bit. They get the inbounds to Elkins, immediately back to Williams. Williams across the timeline. Brown's able to tip the pass intended for Heilig out of bounds. Nice hustle there by Danielle to get back, as she was part of the first line of defense in the backcourt pressure. Inbounded to Lee-Davis. That one tipped out of bounds by Brown. Danielle, a young standout for Coach Michael Rawlings and Atlee, who could do a lot of damage for this Raider team before her career is done. Inbound to Heilig. She'll put up a long three, and it's good. Cody likes to work the inside. She's certainly got the height, the power, and the ability, but she can also launch the three ball. And Lee-Davis on the board. Cutting to Ayer. She'll put it up too short. Rebound comes out to Bassett. Bassett, 1-on-2. Shea's going to drive it. Put it up. No. And the rebound to Atlee. They've got numbers if they hurry. Youssef, bounce pass. Rosso up. In and out. No. Ayer fights for the rebound. Lost it. Got it back. Over to Rosso. Back up top. Maxson at the free throw line. Her jumper back iron. No. Tori Heller gets the board and gets it out to Shea Bassett. Bassett to Elkins, and now Ayer is going to get the steal in the corner. And I believe we're going to get a foul on Lee-Davis. It'll be on Bassett. That'll be her first. And two team fouls. And Gracie Pappas, the junior, will check in for Elkins, one of two freshmen on this roster for Lee-Davis this year, Madison Butler being the other. Youssef gets the inbounds pass. The shot is no good. Rebound Rosso goes up and fouled from behind by Tori Heller. And Addison will go to the free throw line with 2:51 to go in the first. First of two here tonight. Atlee Lee-Davis boys still to come. Confederates looking for revenge after Atlee held on to win 54-53 in their first meeting before the winter break. First free throw no good for Addison. She'll get one more. Then tomorrow evening, we're live at Huguenot High School. More on that at the end of the quarter. Addison's second shot is good. She's got 5. Youssef has 5. And Atlee leads 12-3. 30-second timeout by the Raiders with 2:51 to go here in the opening quarter. Our broadcast schedule always updated at rvasportsnetwork.com. You'll notice there's nothing on it past tomorrow, because we are evaluating the postseason race in all the different regions here in the area. And hopefully we'll start to make our final decisions over the weekend and the first of the week as to where our Game of the Week broadcast will be next week and in 2 weeks as we get closer and closer to basketball postseason. We also will soon be announcing some of our early Game of the Week broadcast spring-wise, baseball, softball, and more. So to stay updated, just bookmark rvasportsnetwork.com. Out of the timeout, tried a long pass to Heilig. It's intercepted, and then Bassett's going to steal it from Youssef on the bounce pass, trying to drive on the 2-on-1. Shea with a great defensive play there. Pappas across the timeline. 12-3, Atlee up 9. Lee-Davis ball, 2:35 in the first. Bassett left wing, brings it up top. Back to Gracie Pappas into the game for the first time tonight. Crowd filing in very nicely here at Lee-Davis High School. It should be a raucous atmosphere by boys. Tip time. Turnover, trying to get down to Air. She's able to save it, and then it's knocked away out of bounds by Madison Williams. Coach Puller saying, no, it was off Kelly Ayer's foot, but the officials say it's Atlee ball. 2:15 to go, opening quarter. Atlee with a win tonight would go to 10-7 on the year. Maxon's in the corner. She'll put up a three and hit it. Kayla Maxon for three, and it's 15-3. At 2:05 to go in the first quarter. Home team down by a dozen early. Bassett works it to Williams. Pass to Pappas up top. Maxon on her. Over to Bassett. Ayers on her. Shea's going to drive. Put it up and in. Strong decision making there by Shea Bassett. Didn't matter that Kelly Ayer was draped all over her. She was going to go to the hoop no matter what. And she's rewarded with 2 points, 15-5. Ayer will bring it up top. Picks up the dribble over to Brown. Danielle, one dribble back to Ayer, around to Maxon. She'll drive the baseline, put up the jumper, good. Kayla Maxon makes it 17-5 with 1:20 to go in the first. Bassett immediately double-teamed, and Maxon's going to steal it. Then we'll get a tie-up. Maddie Williams doing a good job causing that. Raiders will keep possession, but a good job to deny a quick, not really a fast break opportunity, simply because the turnover took place underneath the basket. Bailey Rook Jr. coming in. Heilig, Williams, Heller, and Kaylee Weinbarger are the four seniors on this Lee-Davis squad. Inbound, Brown gets it. She'll put up a three, back iron, no. Fight for the rebound, Ayer. Strong rebounder with little bit of height. I mean, just very little. She does not care. They whip it around back to Ayer. She'll drive the lane, put it up, and get the kind roll off the back of the iron for two. Kelly has four. Final minute, first quarter, 19-5, Atlee. Pass down over to the far side, and it's going to go out of bounds. That was last touched by Rook. And Raiders with the basketball. Maxon, drive to right side, pull up jumper, no. Rebound and a foul. Heilig had position. Are they going to call it on Rosso? I believe so. And they will. First foul on Addison, second team foul on Atlee.
In the game for the Raiders, number 3, Rachel Green, and number 12, Mary Pat Nicole.
More backcourt pressure. Heilig comes in, helps out. Rook with it, gets it down court. Shot up, good. They break the press very nicely that time. And that's Pappas with her first two of the night. 19-7. Bounce pass. Shot, no. Rebound, Rachel Green all alone, weak side. Gets it out to Brown, no. Green with the rebound. Her shot blocked by Heilig. It goes out to Maxon. Her jumper short. And Pappas gets the board. 5 seconds left. Doesn't realize the time situation. Ayer, Green trying to get it, and there'll be no shot. 19-7 is our score. One in the books here tonight in game one of two. Live on the RVA Sports Network High School Basketball Game of the Week. Well, tomorrow, fans, is day 2 of 2. If you were with us on RVA Locals Only this morning on ESPN Richmond, got a chance to hear about Athletes for Awareness, a second-year girls basketball 2-day classic taking place this year at Huguenot High School. 3 games tonight, including a great inter-city battle between John Marshall and Huguenot. And then tomorrow, 6 big games beginning at high noon. And we'll have a triple header tomorrow beginning at 4:30 live here on the RVA Sports Network on our YouTube channel. We'll kick it off with number 1 Hopewell against Lake Taylor. Then it's number 3 Highland Springs against Ocean Lakes. And then in the nightcap, it's Jaden Watkins and number 7 LC Bird taking on powerhouse Thomas Edison from Alexandria. 4:30 is our start time tomorrow from Huguenot High. Hope you'll come out and join us. Ticket proceeds benefit research for sickle cell anemia. That is why we are having Athletes for Awareness, to raise awareness for this disease. And RVA Sports Network, very happy to be a part. Come join us at Huguenot, but if you can't for some reason, we'll have the final 3 games live tomorrow night, over at Huguenot High School, only on the RVA Sports Network, on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/RVA Sports Network. Second quarter underway. Lee-Davis almost loses it, and we get a held ball thanks to Youssef and Williams. Possession arrow belongs to Atlee. Rivalry night in the West End of Henrico tonight. 2, Godwin and deep run after 1, tied at 13. Maxson for 3. Back iron, no. Long rebound to Maddie Williams over Kayla Maxson. Mills Godwin debuted in our girls' top 10 poll Monday for the first time this season at number 10. 19-7, Atlee with the lead here. Bassett with the basketball. Drives the baseline, weaving around Youssef, tried to kick it back out, finally did to Elkins. Elkins will back it out, back to Bassett. Bassett over to Williams, 12-footer no, rebound, taken by Atlee. That's Gulliford with it. Grace into the game for the first time. Maxson with the board. Down to Brown, Brown to Air up top, bounce pass to Maxson, she's open, a 3. Front iron no, rebound to Brooks for Lee-Davis. And then a steal. Maxson's able to take it away. Into the corner, they find Brown open. Her three-pointer is long. Rebound, Shea Bassett with some speed to get around Gulliford and grab it in the corner. Flips it to Heilig and then back to Bassett. Atlee will call it off right now and go back into their man-to-man defense rather than do the backcourt pressure on this possession. Bassett picks up the dribble. Williams is there. Nice pass into Brooks. Her shot short. Rebound, Youssef. Pretty look, just couldn't get it to go. Maxson with Bassett on her, and we'll get a foul on Shea. And for Lee-Davis's point guard, that's her second personal foul. And Pappas will quickly come in. They go second quarter at Hanover.
In the game for the Raiders, number 25, Brooklyn Ison.
Hawks 10, Patrick Henry 8 after 1 tonight at Hanover in their girls showdown. Hawks looking for revenge. Patriots won round 1 in Ashland in December. Air drives, puts up a floater, no. Long rebound comes out to Madison Williams. Doesn't have the number. She's going to pull it out wisely. Cross-court pass is stolen by Maxson. Intended for Elkins. Kayla to Air in the lane. Her jumper's good. Kelly Air has 6 points. 21-7 Atlee. 5:30 to go to the half. Brooklyn Isom into the game for Atlee. Long jumper by Elkins, no, but a good rebound and up and in. 4-2 is Megan Brooks. 21-9. Cross-court pass. Brown and Air both thought the other was going to get the ball. Brown almost let it go out of bounds. She grabbed it at the last second. Bounce pass. Isom with it up top over to Air. Maxson now right side with it. Her 3 is too strong. It'll go out of bounds to Lee-Davis.
Out of bounds, Lee-Davis ball. Took that game for the Raiders, number 21, Bailey Brooks.
Brooks looking for Heilig, and the pass is just a bit too high. Off of Cody's fingertips out of bounds. Addison Rosso going to check back in. Isom will have a seat. Good couple of minutes stretch for Brooklyn there. Fast-moving second quarter, already down to 4:40 to go. 21-9 Raiders looking for win number 10 on the year. Inside, they find Youssef. She goes up and draws the foul. That'll be on Brooks, her first. 15 foul on the home-standing Confederates. Kaylee Weinbarger going to check in a moment, but first Youssef at the line. First free throw is good. Aya now 2 of 3 at the line tonight. the Asylum, the Lee-Davis student section starting to take shape across, and I suspect there'll be a Atlee Rage Cage behind me before we tip the boys' game, as Yusef's second shot is good, and she's got 7 now. 23-9. Julia Batinger will check in for the Atlee Raiders. Rook trying to get the inbounds pass in. Three-pointer up good for Lydia Elkins. Her first points tonight makes it 28-14. Twenty-eight, 14, 40 seconds left. Katz with the basketball over to Batinger. Now Maxson right side. Nice cross-court pass to Katz. Open jumper, no. Rebound, Heller. Final 30 to go, and then taken away from Youssef. And we'll get a whistle and a foul. They'll put the foul on Maddie Williams, and we'll have a 1-and-1 coming up for Aya Youssef here in the final minute of the first half.
Number 33, Aya Youssef.
First free throw is good, so she'll get one more.
In the game for the Raiders, number 12, Mary Pat McComb.
12 points in this first half for Youssef. Second shot rattles in. 30-14 now.
In the game for the Raiders, number 23, Addison Rosso.
They get the inbounds pass to Maddie Williams. 30-14, Atlee up. Basketball goes out of bounds far side across from us here at midcourt, and it will be off of Batinger, so Lee-Davis will retain. At midcourt, 22 to go in the half. They get it into Elkins. Elkins getting around Batinger, throws up the shot, and it's good. On the right baseline, Elkins for two, 30-16, final 10 of the half. Maxson with it, down to 5. Batinger tapped out of bounds by Harding, and it'll stay with Atlee. They got 3.5 to get a shot off to add to the lead at 14 currently. 3 seconds left. Maxson with it. Corner three. No. Rebound. Not in time. Wouldn't have counted. And we go to the half. It is halftime here on game one of the game of the week. And we understand there might have been some technical issues with the first half. We apologize for that. We've got that, I believe, taken care of. And our score is Atlee 30 and Lee-Davis 16. And really the difference in half number one was the backcourt pressure. It helped to solidify a number of critical turnovers for the Raiders. And, of course, Atlee, with an interesting combination, you got Youssef, who can run. She can run with the ball. I mean, she has no problem driving and leading a fast break, but she's also, of course, working on the interior, and she's deadly at the free throw line if you get her that short jumper. But when you got a Maxson, you got an Air, you're driving in transition, and Kelly Air, if you get past her, she's going to come back to you and tip that basketball away from you from behind. You can't see her. And so Atlee generates offense. They also generate jitters on the opposing team. They really do. You can tell the difference in that Lee-Davis becomes a little more nervous, a little more tentative when they're trying to get the basketball up court. That's all because of that pressure defense by Coach Rawlings' Atlee Raiders. 30-16 at the half here in game one. Game two, of course, our boys showdown, and that's still to come here tonight on the RVA Sports Network high school basketball game of the week. So a 13-point first half for Aya Youssef to lead the Atlee Raiders, who go to the locker room and join the 14-point lead. We will take a brief timeout. Come back in just a moment, everybody, and continue live as our Game of the Week doubleheader continues on the RVA Sports Network. Halftime, game one of our doubleheader here on the Game of the Week on the RVA Sports Network. It is Atlee 30, Lee-Davis 16. Second half of the girls' game coming up, and then the boys on the way a little after 7:30 tonight live here on the RVA Sports Network. We're back in a moment. At the half, it is Atlee 30, Lee-Davis 16. Second half action coming up in a moment here on the RVA Sports Network. Game 1 of 2 tonight. We'll have the boys game coming up after the girls. And in a moment, we'll talk about our triple header tomorrow from Huguenot. And we return here live on the RVA Sports Network. Halftime almost done. The Raiders of Atlee are coming back to get warmed up and ready to go. And it will be the Lee-Davis Confederates who are now just coming in over here to our right. Game 2, of course, the boys showdown between the Raiders and the Confederates. That's coming up in just a bit. And then tomorrow we are live at Huguenot High School. Athletes for Awareness, a 2-day girls basketball classic underway tonight over at Huguenot. There are 3 games headlined by John Marshall and Huguenot in a good City of Richmond battle. And then action picks up again tomorrow at 12 noon. We'll be there for the final 3 games, which begin with Lake Taylor and number 1 Hopewell. That'll be at 4:30. Followed by Highland Springs and Ocean Lakes at about 6. And then at about 7:30, it'll be Thomas Edison and LC Bird. That's all tomorrow. 4:30 airtime live on the RVA Sports Network on our YouTube channel. Subscribe at youtube.com/RVA Sports Network and never miss another high school basketball game of the week broadcast. All right, let's get half number 2 on the air. Big first half for Aya Youssef, leading the Raiders with 13 points. 5 points to lead Lee-Davis from the freshman Lydia Elkins. 5 points for Addison Rosso of Atlee, and Kelly Ayer had 6 in the first half. And we are ready for second half action. The Raiders will be moving this half right to left across your PC, tablet, or mobile device, and they enjoy the 30-16 lead. They'll bring it in at half court, and we're underway. Ayer and Maxson play catch. Kelly at the top, around to Brown, back to Ayer up top, around to Maxson for 3. Good. Just like they drew it up in the locker room. 33-16 Atlee. Heilig will look to drive on Rosso, put it up, partially blocked. Rebound Maxson, outlet to Brown, quickly to Ayer, 4-2. As fluid as a fast break gets. 35-16, a quick 5-0 run for Atlee in the first 30 seconds of the second half. Bassett up top, over to Elkins. Brown's on her, finds a cutting Williams, kick out baseline. Brooks gonna lose it, out of bounds to Atlee. Maybe one too many passes that time. Maybe Maddie should have just driven the basketball into the basket. 35-16. Rosso is all alone underneath, but she misses the layup, and the rebound to Heilig, who will get stripped by Brown. Brown over to Youssef from 15. Good. Aya picks up where she left off in the first half, now has 15. Timeout. Lee-Davis. 7-0 run in the first 1:08 of the second half. Six minutes, 52 seconds left here in the third quarter of game 1 of 2 here tonight on the RVA Sports Network. So it only took 68 seconds to get 7 points and build the lead from the halftime 14 to now 21. Couple of other halftime scores in girls basketball action. Number 10, Mills Godwin, only up by 1 over Deep Run at the half, 27-26. And number 8, Patrick Henry, up at Hanover, 22-15. They're into the third quarter now. The other rivalry night doubleheader here in Hanover County tonight. Inbound to Bassett, Bassett to Williams. Williams constantly looking behind her, bounce pass to Brooks, and she'll be fouled. It'll be on Youssef. It'll be her second.
Her second, team first.
And the inbounds to Brooks. Open for the jumper, and it's good. Megan Brooks for 2. 37-18. Atlee looking for win number 10. Huge in the race for the postseason in Region 5B. Inside, Youssef's open. Her jumper in and out. Addison Rosso gets the rebound, puts it back up and in. She's got 7. And we're going to get a foul after the basket on Brooks. And that's going to give the basketball right back to Atlee.
Basket number 23, Addison Rosso.
Brown will get the inbounds, put it up for 3. No. Rosso rebound. No. Maxon's in there. She's going to get the rebound and bring it out. Find Youssef. Free throw line. Oh, in and out that time. A rare miss, and Bassett grabs the board, and Air steals it right back from behind. Kelly up, too strong. Rebound, Madison Williams. Brown all over her at half court, and we'll get a foul on Danielle Brown.
Raiders number 1, her first, the second.
$39-18, just over 2 minutes gone by third quarter. Bassett with the basketball looking for Heilig inside. Youssef will steal it, gets it to Air down court. Kelly with the left hand up. No. Rebound Youssef up, too strong. And the rebound to Williams, and she'll draw the foul. Maddie Williams is all over the court for Lee-Davis here in this second half. Fouls on Kelly Air. That's her 3rd. So one of the few pieces of bad news for the Raiders right now. Kelly Air with 3 personal fouls, but they're up 21. Third quarter. Inbound, they find Youssef. Put it up short. And the rebound briefly to Elkins. Gets double team, finds Bassett. Bassett down court, weaving, winding. Put it up. Blocked by Rosso, out of bounds to Atlee. That's interesting. The reason why I say it's interesting is it got blocked, and I didn't see the basketball hit Shea Bassett again. So off the block, maybe it should have been Lee-Davis basketball underneath. But the ball belongs to Atlee. Rachel Green into the game now for the Raiders. Air's going to sit down with the 3 fouls. 39-18 Atlee. Brown left side up top to Maxon, around to Green. Green looks inside, nothing there. Maxon top of the key. 3 is good for Kayla Maxon. Her 3rd of the night. She's got 11, and the lead is 42-18. 5 minutes to go in the third quarter. Heilig with the basketball, keeps the dribble alive. Cody just trying to generate some offense, and she'll do it with a basket and the foul. Cody Heilig will go to the free throw line. Foul is on Rachel Green. And Heilig with a chance to complete the 3-point play. It's up. It's good. Cody only had 3 points in the first half. She's got to have a lot more production than that for Lee-Davis to have a shot. 42-21 now. Maxon up top again. Dribble. Bounce pass. Green. Baseline jumper. No, but the long rebound to Brown. Gets it out to Maxon. Maxon's going to drive. Spin. Kick out. Youssef loses it midcourt. Bassett's got it. Shea drives with the left hand. Shot too strong. Rebound Williams. Maddie's going to bring it out. Maxon all over her. Pass. Stolen. And then Williams gets it back in the backcourt. No backcourt there. That was tipped easily by Atlee trying to steal it. Elkins is open for 3. It's too strong. Long rebound to Rachel Green. Quick pass to Rosso. Got Brown wide open trying to get to her. Pass too short. Bassett with the steal. And then a steal right back by Brown. 1-on-3, and Danielle Brown gets the steal. Finds Youssef, hands off to Maxon. Atlee resets. 3:54 in the third. Kayla bounce pass Green, baseline shot, good. Rachel Green on the board with 2, and it's 44-21 Raiders. Heilig going to take it across the timeline. Good idea. That brings Youssef out defensively, and it gets Cody into the offense that they desperately need that to happen. Kick it over to Bassett. Bassett to Elkins. She's open. 3. Good. Again, like I said earlier tonight, if Lydia Elkins can become more comfortable in the varsity level, she could be a threat. She's got a great outside stroke. 44-24, 3:10 in the third. Corner, Maxson across Brown, looks for Green, finds her. Green wanted to go inside, nobody available. Cross court, Maxson, three, good. Kayla Maxson, she's got 3 triples in this quarter, 4 on the night, and 14 points overall. 47-24 Atlee, 2:50 in the third. Williams to drive on Maxson and loses it to Youssef. It's a 2-on-1. Rachel Green with the pass. The shot up, no. Rebound, Youssef up and in. Aya with 17. Timeout, Lee-Davis. It is 49-24 Atlee with 2:34 to go here in the third quarter. And we're going to get mass substitutions in for Lee-Davis here in a moment. Out of the timeout. Here comes the pep band. That means we're drawing closer. Although I must say this publicly, you know, one thing we do here at the RVA Sports Network is we try to provide as much equity as possible between boys and girls sports at the high school level. So we personally think that the pep band should have been here at the 6 o'clock game too. That's just our opinion. And you can agree with us or not, but girls deserve the pep band just as much as the boys do. The cheerleaders have been here. Out of the timeout, Raiders up 25. Looking good for win number 10. They still might need to collect a win or two just to make sure they make that top 8 and get back into the playoffs this year in Region 5B. Pappish running the point. Pass to Harding. Knocked away. Rook has it. She'll drive. Put up the shot. No, but she'll get a pair at the line as the foul will go on Julia Batinger. And that'll be her first personal. 2:20 to go here, third quarter. Free throw number 1 is short. Bailey Rook, Jr., will get one more. Pappas, Huber, Rook, Brooks, all juniors. Bassett, Harding, sophomores. Elkins and Butler, who is not available tonight, are both freshmen. Madison Butler has started several games this year for Lee-Davis. Second free throw, no good. Atlee gets the basketball. Up 49-24, coming up on 2:10 to go in the third. They feed it to Youssef inside. Shot partially blocked. She gets it back and then is fouled from behind. Foul's going to go on Huber. And Aya Youssef will have a chance to go to the free throw line. 5 of her 13 in the first half at the line. And 2 here. First is good. So Aya now with 18 tonight. Weinbarger will check in for Pappas. 50-24. And a second shot coming. Air with 3 fouls is going to check back in here with 2:08 to go, third quarter. Rachel Green will come out. Free throw number 2 is out, no good, but Air grabs the board inside to Maxson. Maxson kicks it to Batinger. Back out to Maxson for 3. No good, but a rebound by Air, all alone, weak side to lay it in for 2. And Kelly in double figures with 10. 52-24 Atlee. 3-point try is too strong. The attempt from Huber. And it'll go out of bounds. Grace Gulliford in for Atlee as Youssef will get the break. 1:45 to go, third quarter. Game of the week doubleheader on this Friday night. Air drives the lane. Shifts hands from left to right. Uses the right off the glass for 2. Kelly has 12. And it's a 30-point lead. So the running clock will come into effect. And we're going to get an illegal screen at midcourt on Lee-Davis. And the turnover to Atlee off that foul. Baitinger back in. Isom is coming back in for Atlee. Gulliford, Isom, Baitinger, Air, Maxson on the floor. Kayla open for three. That went off the front iron, and the rebound to Huber for Lee-Davis. Final minute, third quarter, 54-24. Rook across the timeline, pass to Heller down the lane. Torrey up, foul. And Heller will get a chance at the line. Foul will go against Brooklyn Isom, her first. First free throw coming. It's up and good. And Tori Heller, first points tonight. 54-25. One more for Tori Heller. 40 seconds left in the third. It is no good, and the long rebound to Kelly Air. Air almost traveled. Got it to Isom. Shot baseline is too strong by Baitinger, and the rebound comes out to Lee-Davis. Rook with the ball. 54-25. Pass out of bounds, but it'll be tipped by Atlee. Wow, that was crazy. As Kelly Air accidentally tipped it after the Lee-Davis intended passer, receiver of the pass had stripped toward the basket. Kelly didn't mean to touch it. She just happened to do it. Third quarter is going to come to a close. Oh, wait a minute. We might have some free throws here before. Let's see.
Last foul is on the Raiders, and number 20.
All right.
First, second, team 7.
So they call the foul on Brooklyn. And Weinberger's going to get a shot at the 1-and-1, but the clock ran out. So if she makes it, she'll get another. If she misses, the quarter's over. Up, in and out, no good, and that will do it for quarter number 3. All right, 54-25 is our score, with the Raiders seemingly on their way to win number 10 of the season. RVASportsNetwork.com right now at the top of the page. You can get links to tonight's game of the week and tomorrow's special triple header game of the week coverage. Really, again, looking forward to being a part of Athletes for Awareness tomorrow night live at Huguenot High School. We go live at 4:30 in the afternoon. Got our first final of the night. And that is James Rivers boys with a victory this evening. And a big one at that. 76-43, they beat Midlothian. James River looks sneaky good in their win Saturday down in Prince George at the Dementia Awareness Classic over the Lee-Davis team that we're going to see here in just a few minutes. Final quarter underway, and the ball goes out of bounds directly underneath our table. And Lee-Davis will turn it over to Atlee. 54-25. Clock is still on the 30-point rule. I think that's because once you get to 30, it's got to get under 25 before they go back to regular clock conditions. Brown with the ball right side, picks up the dribble, and, travels. And the turnover to Lee-Davis. So the lead at 29. Update, number 10, Mills Godwin, a big third quarter, and they now lead deep, run 46-28. Eagles are going to be an interesting matchup for whoever gets them in the first round in Region 5B. They get it into Brooks. She'll drive and draw the foul. That might be 4 on Kelly Air. And it is. So 4 fouls on Kelly Ayer. And Brooks to the line. First shot, back iron, no good. One more coming. Megan has 4 points tonight on 2 two-pointers. Second shot, back iron, no. Rebound, Addison Rosso. A minute gone by in the fourth. Brown right side with the basketball. Atlee up 29. Up top to Maxon. Quick pass to Youssef on the baseline. Drives. Nothing there. Kicks it out to Brown. Brown to Rosso, top of the key. Addison finds Kayla. Kayla looking to drive. Maxon keeps the dribble alive. Out to Ayer. Ayer kicks quickly to Youssef. Short jumper, good. That one wasn't at the free throw line, but it's textbook Aya Youssef. And by my count, she's got 20. 6:30 to go. Heilig will drive with a left hand, back iron, no. Long rebound comes out to Rosso for Atlee. 56-25 Raiders. Ayer, drive, kick, Youssef, open, shot. 2 off the iron and then misses. And then the rebound to Rosso, and she misses it all, unfortunately, in the long rebound to Lee-Davis. Bounced once, bounced twice. Could not get the kind roll. Long 3 from Elkins. In and out, off the bank. Rebound to Bassett. Shea driving up, partially blocked by Youssef. Rebound, Brooks. She'll go up. It's taken away by Youssef again. And a foul, or is she out of bounds? It's a foul. Foul goes on to Williams. It is Maddie's second. They have gone to the fourth at Hanover. Get a score on that in a minute. Youssef, a rare miss at the line off the short jumper. Rebound, Brooks on the floor. And we have an official's timeout, and we have a player down. They've gone to the fourth at Hanover. Patrick Henry, 37, Hanover 29. So 37-29, Patrick Henry by 8 after 3 at Hanover. The Hawks coming in. In fact, both teams know they're going to make the postseason because everybody makes it in Region 4B. Hanover is trying to get into a position to where they at least could host a first-round game after the 12-13 play-in game is done. Then it's seeds 5 through 8 hosting seeds 9 through 12 before you get into the quarterfinals, as Rosso was the injured Atlee player, and she comes off holding her head. And definitely they're going to keep a close eye on Addison, and I suspect her night is complete. They'll double-check and make sure she is okay. Whereas Patrick Henry, with their record, they're looking for a top 4 in that region. They're looking for a double bye into the quarterfinal, whereas Hanover's looking for a bye into the first round, and they definitely won't be in the play-in game. Bassett with the ball over to Heilig. Cody trying to drive, puts it up, foul. It's foul number 3 on Aya Youssef at 4:59 to go in the third. We're at a 31-point game. I'm not sure why the clock has stopped. I believe it might be because we're at the line. First shot's up and no good. If my memory serves me correctly, we should be rolling the clock no matter what. Second shot, that one's in. And Cody has 7. Final 5 minutes, 56-26. Ayer down court. Pass and a foul. They'll get the foul on Heilig, her second. And Juliana Ward is fouled. Only the 5th team foul on Atlee, so on Lee-Davis, excuse me. So Atlee not in the bonus as of yet. They get it into Maxon. Williams on her. Maxon trying to wind her way left side. Backs it out. Pass tipped. Picked up at midcourt by Atlee. Now they got numbers if they hurry. Shot up, no. Rebound, Maddie Williams, and she'll get tied up by Air. Held ball. Possession arrow stays with Atlee. Final 4:20 with the Raiders on their way to win number 10. Youssef, shot up, no. Got her own rebound, shot foul. Foul will be on Cody Heilig. It'll be her third. Looking behind us, crowd is filing in quite nicely. Lee-Davis faithful across the way. And the Asylum coming in, and they're sliding in all orange here tonight. First free throw for Aya is no good. She's had a little bit of a cold stretch here late. 56-26, 4:13 to go. Boys game scheduled to start at 7:30 or 20 minutes after we're done with this one. And Youssef's second shot is good. 21 now for her. 57-26. Elkins with the basketball. Maxon picks her up, loses it, trying to cross-court dribble, out of bounds to Atlee. Final 4 minutes of the game. Raiders up big. Bounce pass into Youssef. Aya will drive around Elkins. Gets the shot, no good. Try to rebound, partially blocked. Bassett's going to pick it up on the run. Shea finds 1-on-2, so she'll kick it out to Heilig for three. That shot's no. Youssef had the ball and then loses it out of bounds. A little bit of Maddie Williams pressure behind helps cause that. Get the inbounds pass to Elkins. Top of the key three. In and out. No good. Long rebound comes out to the Raiders. Air across the timeline. Kelly, right side. Bounce pass inside looking for Ward. Can't get to it. Out of bounds to Lee-Davis. Heller, Harding, Huber, Weinbarger, all coming in now for Lee-Davis with 3 minutes to go. It's Coach Puller with some mass substitutions here in the final 2:50. They get the ball inbounds to Gracie Pappas. Pappas to Huber. Lost the ball, got it back. Maxon on her. Pass stolen away by Atlee. Here comes Ward. 2:30 to go. Bounce pass. Maxon open for three. That one's too strong. Long rebound. Stripped away by Pappas. Strong rebound. Finds Harding. Good pass down court. Shot good. That's Campbell Huber for two. Carly Harding gets the assist on that play, and she looked like the softball player that she is, firing that ball down court to find the open teammate. 57-28, Atlee misses, and Lee-Davis gets the basketball back, down 29 with 2 minutes to go. Harding open for three. No good, and the rebound to the Raiders. Atlee will move to 10-7 on the season. Maxon is open top of the key, and she'll drain a two-pointer. Just inside the line. And a quick timeout. Maxon's night is done. So is Youssef. So is Air. And the reserves are in. We get a full timeout taken by Atlee with 1:42 to go here in Mechanicsville. Game one of our doubleheader on Rivalry Night here in Eastern Hanover County. This place is going to get raucous and rowdy here in just a little bit. Pep band finally firing up. Very happy to have them with us tonight. Again, would have liked to have had them for the girls' game. Oh, man. Going to be a fantastic boys basketball showdown coming up. J.R. Tucker girls a winner tonight over Douglas Freeman. 65-26, the final in that one. Again, at last check, going into the fourth, Patrick Henry led by 8 at Hanover. 27-29. Pappas drives, pass, tipped, fight for it. Picked up by Weinbarger. Back out. Pappas with it up top. Wants to drive, kick out, stolen. Katz with it. The pass to Baitinger. Her shot too strong. Rebound to Carly Harding with 1:18 to go. $1:10 to go. Pappas up top. A very long three is no good. And out of bounds to Atlee. Final minute.
Thank you for the Raiders, number 25, Brooklyn Nyson. Thank you for Lee-Davis, number 11, Campbell Huber.
Couple of substitutions as we are in the final minute. Final 30 seconds now. Raiders with the ball. Lee-Davis trying to take it away. Double teaming here, there, and everywhere. It'll be Atlee basketball here up top at the scores table. Raiders, the boys, over to my left, ready to go. And the Lee-Davis boys are dying to get on the court. They want to get the taste of last Saturday out of their mouth with that loss to James River at Prince George. They've been sitting at 10-5 for almost a week. And they also want revenge against their arch rivals. Pass inside to Baitinger, fight for the loose ball. Picked up by the Raiders and then stolen at the buzzer. Shot is no good. And the Atlee Raiders have taken the victory. Your final score tonight in Game 1 of our RVA Sports Network high school basketball doubleheader. Atlee 59 and Lee-Davis 28. Atlee moves to 10-7 on the season. An important 10th win for these Atlee Raiders, because if you look ahead at what they still have to deal with on their schedule here in the race for the postseason, their final games are as follows. They get the win tonight to go to 10-7. They have to go to Armstrong on Tuesday night. They have to go to Verina, who had been a top 10 mainstay in our poll, dropped out last week for the first time this season. That's on Wednesday night. Then they have a rare Friday night off next week. No rivalry night for Lee-Davis or Hanover. They're going to play their second game the following Friday on the 8th. The only action in Hanover County next Friday night is Patrick Henry and Atlee. They'll have George Wythe at home on Monday, the 4th of February. They'll go to Henrico on the 5th, and then they finish at home hosting number 8, Patrick Henry. So they're 10-7 now. If they could get a win over Armstrong on the road, beat George Wythe at home, get a win over Henrico on the road, that would be 13 wins. 13-9 should be enough. But again, it's just like football. It's not about your record. It's about your power rating. In other words, strength of schedule comes into view. You get bonus points for playing teams in a higher classification than you, et cetera, et cetera. Just everything that we talk about with Mark Davis on the Sidelines Extra and on the Sidelines Wednesday playbook about the playoffs. There's a modified playoff point system in basketball, baseball, softball, soccer, etc. as well. Ba-da-da-da-da-da. All right, the pep band's rolling. We're 19 minutes away from tip between the Raiders and the Confederates here live on the RVA Sports Network. We're going to take a few-minute break, if that's all right with you guys. Play a little music interlude. We'll be back in just a moment. The boys' showdown is coming up. Tip time, 7:35, here live on the RVA Sports Network. between games here on the RVA Sports Network. The Atlee Raiders pick up the win in girls basketball action tonight to improve to 10-7 on the season. I did everything I was supposed to do except write down the final score. So I get that there. Got that happening now. 59-28 the final. Atlee to 10-7 on the season. Lee-Davis boys come in at 10-5. The Atlee Raider boys come in at 7-9. It is must-win time for the Raiders. They need to win, and they probably need some help if they want to somehow steal a final bid in Region 5B. Right now, Lee-Davis is on the inside looking out, and they want to keep it that way and pick up a big win number 11 tonight. Tip in 16 minutes, Atlee Lee-Davis only on the RVA Sports Network. Back in a few. We are between games here in Mechanicsville, Virginia, on the campus of Lee-Davis High School. It's Athletic Hall of Fame night. It's also Rivalry Night. The Atlee Raider girls have come in and gotten a victory, 59-28 over Lee-Davis, and now the Confederates looking for revenge. Their first loss of the season was back before Christmas at Atlee by a point. Lee-Davis right now in Region 5B, they're in that top 8. The top 8 out of 15 make the postseason. Atlee's on the outside looking in. They need wins and help, so they need a huge win on the road here tonight. Lee-Davis takes a giant step towards the postseason tonight, something they have not enjoyed in the last while. You think about it, it used to be that you could make the conference tournament back under the old conference format from 2013 to 2017 because there were 8 teams in the conference, so you made it, okay? Last year, we went to the all-region format, no more conferences. And when that happened, Lee-Davis found themselves on the outside looking in. So did the Atlee Raiders. Atlee fighting to get into it now. Lee-Davis controls their own destiny. They're 10-5. They pick up a few more wins. They'll be playing in mid-February. But it's got to start tonight here at home, holding serve against Tyler Warren, Alan Williams, and the Atlee Raiders. Tip in 12 minutes here live on RVA Sports Network. Stay with us. We are between games on the RVA Sports Network High School Basketball Game of the Week. Boys Showdown, Atlee Lee-Davis coming up next. Tip time about 7:35, so about 13 minutes away. We'll have the national anthem, starting lineups, and then we will play basketball, and it's a big one. Lee-Davis trying to clinch in the postseason, and Atlee trying to keep their postseason hopes alive. Stay with us here live on the RVA Sports Network. In a moment, we'll talk about our big triple header of girls basketball action coming up tomorrow. We are in between games here on the RVA Sports Network, getting set for Atlee and Lee-Davis. Tip time at about 7:35, so we're about 4 minutes, 5 minutes, 6 minutes away from national anthem starting lineups. So hang in there, friends. Thanks for being with us here tonight on the RVA Sports Network, youtube.com/RVA Sports Network. Back in just a couple of moments as we get set for tonight's action. There we go. Back in just a moment as we are between games here tonight. Atlee Lee-Davis. The boys coming up. The following is an exclusive sports presentation of the RVA Sports Network. Come on in, everybody. Step inside, have a seat, join the crowd here at Lee-Davis High School in Mechanicsville, Virginia. Rob Witham along with you live courtside as we get set for game 2 of our game of the week, Rivalry Night doubleheader, and this one is huge. The Atlee Raiders with a record of 7-9. Coming in, they're on the outside looking in Region 5B. They need wins, and they may need some help to make the postseason. Whereas the Lee-Davis Confederates are in the new position of being close to the postseason. With a record of 10-5, they come in looking for an 11th win that could draw them closer, and then look ahead to a few more that could put them back into the playoffs for the first time in a very long time. And by that, we mean not an automatic situation where the conference sends everybody into the tournament. We're talking you're in a 15-team region, the top 8 make it, and you're one of the top 8. That means you've earned it, and that's what Lee-Davis is trying to do here tonight. Hey, final score over at the other rivalry night in Hanover County is in. Patrick Henry, number 8 in our latest RVA Sports Network Girls Basketball Top 10 poll, knocks off Hanover 49-35, the final score. The boys showdown between the Hawks and Patriots coming up shortly. Our Ryan Dugal at lifeguard_duty on Twitter updating us tonight. We appreciate that very much. Number 10, Mills Godwin pulls away from Deep Run tonight, 59-39, the final score in that game. Glen Allen has defeated Hermitage tonight. J.R. Tucker defeats Douglas Freeman, all in girls play. James River beat Midlothian in boys basketball action earlier this evening. We now get ready for starting lineups in just a few moments, but first, we will honor America with our national anthem.
At this time, I'd like to ask everyone to please rise and return your headgear for the playing of our national anthem.
National anthem complete. Starting lineups about to be announced, and we are ready for Rivalry Night in Mechanicsville on the RBA Sports Network High School Basketball Game of the Week. Here we go. Starting lineups coming up.
Number 2, Donnie Oliver.
Tonight's starters for second-year head coach Raleigh Axel and the Atlee Raiders. Started off with Donnie Oliver at forward. Chase Catterton, the 6'2 guard. Tyler Warren, the 6'5 forward.
And number 22,
Jackson Cook, who had a fantastic night in the win over Hanover last week, 74-55 on Rivalry Night. Jackson Baitinger will round out the starting five tonight for Coach Axel and the Atlee Raiders. And now, time for the starting lineups for the homestanding Lee-Davis Confederates. The lights are down. The Asylum is up on their feet. And here we go.
And now for Lee-Davis Confederates. Number 1, Devin Christian.
Starting lineup for Lee-Davis, led by guard Devin Christian. Fellow guard and junior Elijah Jones. Joined by junior James Wallace. Here comes Avery Fusco at forward. And rounded out the starting five, big man Adonis Johnson. Johnson's a senior, Fusco's a senior, Christian a senior, Jones and Wallace are juniors. And Chad Bishop is in his fourth season as the head man here on Route 360. The teams played a 1-point thriller before the holidays, with the Raiders winning at home, handing Lee-Davis at that point their first loss. 2 of their 5 losses have come on Rivalry Night, at Atlee and at Hanover. Tonight, if they want to make a statement to the other teams in the top 8 in Region 5B, they need to hold serve against a team desperate for a win to keep their playoff hopes alive. We're glad you're with us wherever you are tonight on the RBA Sports Network. Warren, and it will be Adonis Johnson to tip it off at center court. The tip controlled by Atlee. They'll move left to right across your PC, tablet, or mobile device. Cook up top, gets it around to Baitinger, into the corner. Looking inside quickly, Cook cuts and draws the first foul. That'll be on Fusco. That's just a matter of Andrew Cook, who by trade is a lacrosse man, But man, he can play some basketball, getting position, all about positioning and making that defender lean into you, run into you, and grab that first quick foul only 13 seconds in. Inbound to Warren. Warren to a cutting Cook. He's in the lane. Spins back to Warren left side. Tyler looking for room. Nothing there. One dribble up top to Batinger. Now Tyler working left side. A little hook off the baseline for two. Tyler Warren opens the scoring. 2-0 Atlee. Devin Christian looks back at midcourt to Coach Bishop. Gets the call, and the Lee-Davis offense works for the first time tonight. Wallace handoff to Jones. Jones to the baseline. It's Johnson. Finds a cutting Christian high off the glass. No. Rebound Catterton. Chase does not have numbers. He'll pull up. Cross court to Cook. 12-footer. Good. Andrew Cook, 24 last week in the win over Hanover, wearing number 3 at home. He wears 21 on the road tonight. And a drive down the right side is good for Elijah Jones. It took about 1 minute and 10 seconds for the coat to come off for Coach Chad Bishop. It's 4-2 Atlee. Warren across the timeline down to Batinger. Back up top to Tyler Warren. He'll drive the lane, kick it out. 3-ball, good by Catterton. Chase Catterton makes it 7-2 Raiders. Again, they're 7-9. They've got to win and possibly get some help to make the Region 5B postseason. And by win, I mean they've got to win the rest of the way. You're going to need 11, 12, 13 wins to make it. Fusco open for 3. In and out, no good. Rebound comes to Lee-Davis, though. Johnson gets the short jumper, no. Fight for the rebound down low. Lee-Davis had it, lost it out of bounds, and it'll stay with the Confederates. 7-2 Atlee early, just 2:04 into the contest. Inbounded, Fusco with it. He'll kick it out to Elijah Jones. And they'll reset, 5:50 in the first. Fusco right wing. Oliver picks him up. A drive, a kick out to Avery, wide open for 3, decides to drive. Kicks it over. Baseline jumper is no good, and Tyler Warren over 2 Lee-Davis defenders for the board. Nice position by Tyler. Gets it to Catterton. Long 3-pointer is no good. Fight corner rebound to Lee-Davis. Jones to a cutting Devin Christian. He'll get the basket and a foul. The ball hung on the rim for a long time and then finally fell in, and Tyler Warren will be guilty of his first personal. So 7-4 possible and 1 here. Christian to the line to try to complete the traditional 3-point play. Shot is up, good. 7-5, and here comes the Lee-Davis pressure. Double team, Catterton, lost it. Stripped away by Wallace. Up top to Christian. Devin, top of the key 3. Good! Devin Christian gives Lee-Davis their first lead tonight, 8-7. It's a 6-0 run. Cook into the corner for Batinger, nothing there. Back out to Cook. Andrew will try. Bounce pass to Oliver for a cutting 2-pointer. Cook with beautiful vision. Got the assist to Oliver. 9-8 Atlee. Settle in, fans. It's going to be a great one. Christian, left corner, Wallace. Back to Christian. Gets around Catterton. Almost lost the ball. Kick out, Fusco. Back to Christian. Corner 3. Good. Devin Christian has 9 of Lee-Davis's 11. It's 11-9 and a steal. Jones gets it. To Fusco, back to Jones for 2. 13-9. Lee-Davis right now on an 11-2 run. 4:15 to go first quarter. Batinger up top to Warren. Over to Catterton. Up top, that's Oliver. Oliver lost it. Driving down the lane. Quickly down court. Wallace in with the flush. 15-9 Lee-Davis. Ball gets away from the officials, so they'll call a timeout. That'll give Atlee a time to get a couple of subs in. Alan Williams and Andre Coleman will check in for the first time tonight, midway through quarter number 1. 15-9 Lee-Davis. The run now is 13-2. It was 7-2 Atlee a moment ago. Catterton trying to break the press. He will. Bounce pass to a cutting Cook for 2. Cook just bided his time on the right side, cut at the last second. The assist from Jace, 15-11. Atlee will patience you to death if they have to. Jones driving around Cook in the lane, floater good. Elijah with 6. 3:23 in the first, 17-11. Williams picks up the dribble in the lane. He'll kind of float one in the air, underhanded, and find a way to make the shot. He had no other option, but it's good. 17-13. Fusco in the corner. He'll drive, pick up the dribble, almost travel with the basketball. Jones bounce pass in. Adonis with it. The short floater, no. And the rebound back to Lee-Davis. Into Christian for 3. Front iron, no. Jones the board in the lane. Up with the left hand and a foul. Foul will go on Coleman. That is his first. And Elijah Jones will go to the charity stripe. First free throw is good. Elijah now with 7, 18-13. Second shot in and out, no good. Atlee basketball. Down by 5. Williams, top of the key, over to Catterton, fakes the 3, goes in, puts up a 12-footer that's short. Rebound picked up by Tyler Berry in the game for Lee-Davis. Nice no-look pass, but it's stolen by Warren, trying to get it to Adonis Johnson, and Tyler steps in front. Warren, will he go coast to coast? Spin up in, a foul. He had absolutely one objective. There was no way he was going to give up that basketball. And Warren to the free throw line. Hopewell up early on Colonial Heights, 15-12 after 1. Maggie Walker girls defeat TJ tonight, 60-35. Scores rolling in across our Twitter network from the RVA Sports Network. First free throw for Warren is good. It took a long time, but it finally got the kind roll. Nick Conway checks in for Atlee. Catterton will have a seat, 18-14. Atlee down 4. Warren looking to make it a one-possession deficit with another free throw coming from the left-hander. It's up. It's short. And the rebound to Jones. Quickly down court to Wallace. Wallace will hold up by 4, 2:05 in the first. Christian, corner, Berry. Berry up top to Jones, trying to get around Cook. Andrew won't let him. Wallace, left side, looking inside. Christian can't post up. 3-ball Jones, no good. Rebound, Berry, high in the air, blocked. Raiders with it. Williams right side, trying to get around Berry. Almost traveled. A pass to Cook, cutting inside, and he missed it. The rebound to Devin Christian. Quickly down court, Tyler Berry. Feed, jumper, Johnson good. Adonis Johnson with his first 2 tonight. 20-14, Lee-Davis. A minute 20 to go in the first. Cook at the timeline. Now drives with the left hand, too strong. Rebound, Devin Christian, who's been everywhere in this first quarter for Lee-Davis. The senior, final chance to play his arch rival at home. Wants to make the most of it. It's a bad pass that time from the corner, Johnson. Stolen by Williams. Jumper, Coleman, good. Andre Coleman cuts it back to 4 at 20-16. Final minute of the first quarter. Drive, Jones blocked, but a foul. Warren came into the last moment and swatted it away, but the foul will be on Coleman, and that'll be his second.
Number 1, his second, team third. Number 2, Elijah Jones.
So Jones will go back to the free throw line. First free throw is good. 21 to 16. Coleman, 2 personals. He goes to the bench. Cook will sit down 2. Wallace checks out for Lee-Davis. And Dana Woodley is in. So is Robert Faley. Jones spins the ball at the line. Second free throw up. Good. Final 38 seconds of the quarter, 22-16. Warren, kick out. Trying to get a 3 to Baitinger, wasn't open. Conway now up top, kick out. Williams. Williams right side to Warren. 2-pointer, good. Warren leads the Raiders with 5. It's 22-18, 20 to go in the first quarter. Woodley to Berry. Berry in the corner to Fraley. Fraley up top to Jones. 8 to go. Woodley spins, loses the ball. Conway has it. Feed to Williams. Allen drives in and one. The foul on Fraley. And the Raiders could make it a 1-point game with 1.6 to go. So the and one opportunity now for Allen Williams. He's got 4, looking to make it 5. It's up, no good, and that'll do it. It's 22-20 after 1. Well, Atlee had a 5-point lead. Lee-Davis went on a big run. Raiders responded. Could have made it a 1-point game after 1. It is still 1 possession, 22-20 after a frenetic first period here live on the RVA Sports Network. Rob Witham, happy to be with you tonight. Thank you so much for listening in wherever you may be. We're back tomorrow. Got to rest the voice overnight. Get ready for triple header top 10 girls basketball action tomorrow from Athletes for Awareness. It is a 2-day girls basketball classic at Huguenot High School, raising funds and awareness to end sickle cell anemia. And RVA Sports Network very proud to team up with Team Loaded and Huguenot Girls Basketball for this event. Tomorrow, 4:30, we're live. Game 1, we start with number 1. Number 1, Hopewell and Lake Taylor. Then at 6 o'clock, number 3, Highland Springs and Ocean Lakes. And then the nightcap, number 7, LC Bird and Thomas Edison from Alexandria. We're live at 4:30 tomorrow on youtube.com/RVA Sports Network. Listen live link is already up at the top of the page at RVASportsNetwork.com. And, of course, we'll tweet out links on the RVA Sports Net on Twitter and across our Twitter network. 2-point Lee-Davis lead. They get the ball to start quarter number 2, working right to left across your PC, tablet, or mobile device. Fusco kick out. Woodley over to Berry for 3. No good. Long rebound on the baseline. Fusco tried to save it, and he did, but did we get a foul called? No, they say it was out of bounds, last touched by Fusco. And Atlee has the ball. Trying to break the pressure. They able to do it. Conway, kick out. Warren, good. And that's a 3. First triple tonight for Tyler Warren, and the Raiders take the lead again. 23-22, 30 seconds in. Number 1, Verina up 6 on Henrico after 1, 22-16. Another Capital District showdown like the one we have tonight. Berry, the kick out, stolen by Conway. Tip to Williams. Williams down court to Warren. Warren on the left side in front of the Asylum. To Conway up top. Nick, kick out. Williams thought about a three. Keeps it. Now dribbles, attacks. Nothing there. Spins to Warren, top of the key. Tyler, nothing there. Over to Conway, right side. Conway looking for a screen. Not available. Tipped. Williams grabs it. Almost lost it. Tyler Berry with great defense. Lee-Davis with some great man-to-man going on right now. Right side, Warren. Back up top. Williams with it. Trying to get a screen. Works right side. And puts it up and in. The underhanded throw. 25-22. Atlee earned those 2 points. They earned them big time. Lee-Davis down 3. 6:20 to the break. This quietly is a 9-2 Atlee run. It was 20-16 a minute ago. Christian for 3, air ball. Rebound, Berry underneath. Puts it up and in. Tyler Berry for 3. The Atlee lead at 1, 25-24. 2 minutes into the second. Driving, and we get a foul. Fusco picks up his second. The foul. Nice job by Oliver to drive and get it. And now Oliver to the line to try to reward himself with 2 points. Misses the first one. That was one of the quieter 9-2 runs you're ever going to see, but the Raiders very methodical in doing it to retake the lead. Donnie Oliver with a chance here to make it a 2-point lead. And salvage 1 of 2 at the line. The shot is up and banks in. Hey, take it any way you can get it. 26-24 Raiders. Christian walks it across the timeline. 5:50 left in the half. Christian keeps the dribble alive. Slipped, lost it. Battle out of bounds off of Atlee. Christian will inbound it underneath. Johnson back into the game. Wallace back in too. Trying to get it underneath. They get it to Berry. Berry kick out. Jones traveled at the top of the key. And the turnover back to Atlee. Oliver, Williams, Warren, Conway, Batinger. You're 5 on the floor right now for the Raiders of Atlee. Up to 5:30 to the half. Conway, cross-court pass almost stolen away by Berry, and it will be because it goes off of Williams out of bounds. Berry was flying to the floor immediately, turned around, looked at the ref, and said it went off him, and he was right. Lee-Davis basketball down 2, 5:20 in the half. Christian over to Berry for 3. No good. Long rebound. Johnson had it. Lost it out of bounds. Goes out of bounds to Atlee. Raiders return the favor and throw the ball off of a Lee-Davis player to get possession. Excuse me. Catterton will check in. Cook comes back. Oliver gone, and Batinger will have a chair. Axel's gotten production from all of his Raiders who have played so far here tonight, one way or another. Atlee ball up 2. 5 minutes to the half. Williams across the timeline, double team trap. Gets it to Catterton. Across the Conway. Inside to Cook. Couldn't handle the pass. And Christian's going to grab it in the corner. Devitt across the timeline. Inside, pass, Johnson. Turnaround hook, no. Rebound, Cook. To Conway to Catterton. Chase, nice pass to Williams. Over to Warren! And the alley-oop did not work. Fight for the rebound, and it's a held ball between Tyler Warren and Elijah Jones, and Atlee will retain. Oh, man. It did everything but go in the basket for the Raiders. The lead still just 2. 4:33 in the second. Catterton to inbound. Looks up top, finds Cook. Bounce pass to a cutting Catterton. Short jumper short. Christian with the board. To Wallace, over to Barry in the corner. 3, short, long rebound, back to Barry. Kicks it out, Christian. Kick back to, no, short. Rebound, Cook. Over to Williams, left side. He'll drive. Lost the ball, got it back. Finds Warren, who'll slam it home. And the Rage Cage comes to life behind us. The Raiders by 4. Midway through the second. And now the grind is on and the game is beginning to slow down, which is in Atlee's favor. It was a game in the 50s last month. A 3 from Wallace will roll in. James Wallace with the triple, top of the key. 1-point game, 28-27 Atlee. Conway picks up the dribble at midcourt, needs help. Oh, he should have gone call for backcourt. He did not get rid of the ball before the shoe went into the backcourt. Missed call there. Cook, short jumper. No good. Rebound, Elijah Jones. Lee-Davis can take the lead. Quickly court. Barry, shot, foul. Hard to the floor goes Tyler Barry, and he'll have 2. The foul on Conway. Conway lost his footing. He was trying to pass the ball off of a Lee-Davis player's leg as if he was trying to get it out of bounds. But that right foot hit the backcourt, and they missed it. But in the end, Lee-Davis gets the basketball. And they're at the line to retake the lead. Barry with 2. First is good. We're tied. 28-28. 22-20 after 1. That pace favored Lee-Davis. Now we've ground down. Second shot, good. Barry retakes the lead for Lee-Davis to 29-28. They want to play in the 70s and 80s. Atlee wants another game in the 50s. Double team it on Conway. Got it to Williams. Williams down court to Warren, open. Hook shot. Back iron. No. Rebound. Christian over Cook. 3 in the half. Quickly to Barry. Jumper baseline. Too strong. And we're going to get a foul against Adonis Johnson pushing from behind. That'll be Adonis's first foul. And Atlee has the ball down 1, 2:50 to the half. Williams behind the back dribble, gets away from Wallace. Kick out Catterton for 3. No good. Rebound. Barry over Warren. Tyler had to sky to get that one. To Wallace. Up top to Christian. They'll reset at 2:30 in the half. It's a 1-point lead for the Confederates. Drive, but a foul beforehand on the floor. And if that's on, that's on 32 Conway. That's 2 on Nick. So Conway has 2. Coleman has 2. Baitinger into the game now for Atlee. Inbounded to Barry. They whip it around to Jones up top. In the corner for Christian. Devin. Bounce pass inside to Johnson. Adonis working on Warren. Turnaround hook, good. Adonis Johnson makes it 31-28 Lee-Davis. 2:10 left to go to the half. Pass inside to Cook. Working inside, puts it up. In and out, but Williams is there. His shot blocked by Jones. That ball was halfway down the cylinder, and it comes out. Elijah, kick out. Barry, left wing, didn't take the 3. Christian available, wide open. Good! Devin Christian's 3rd triple of the half. Time out, Atlee Raiders. And Lee-Davis storms to a 6-point lead. It's 34-28. They've hit the half at Hopewell. 41-28, Hopewell by 13 over Colonial Heights. Devin Christian hits his 3rd triple of the half. .144 to go to the break here, fans, on the game of the week. Benedictine a winner this evening. That just in. (58-48). Over Woodbury Forest. Thanks to our buddies at Scrimmage Play up in the CBA, Charlottesville, Virginia area. For that one, out of the timeout, Catterton will drive baseline, kick it to Cook. Shot up, good. Andrew Cook. He's got 6, 34-30. Three-pointer good. James Wallace has this high arching three. Reminds me of the great Derek Wittenberg, North Carolina State, in the title year of '83, as Cook will drive the lane and draw the foul on Elijah Jones. He has so much arc on that basketball. It's either going to bounce off that rim high, and it's anybody's game to get the rebound, or it's going to rattle in, and that's what happened there that time. Wallace has 8. Cook at the line. First shot up. Good. Andrew with 7, 37-31. Raiders got to survive this storm. Try to make it a one-possession game at half, 2 at most. This next 111, a big stretch. Second shot short. Rebound, Lee-Davis. They have a 6-point lead and 1:05 to work with. Coach Bishop yells out, get the best shot. Barry to Jones up top, around to Wallace left side. He'll work it up top to Barry. They'll reset, 55 in the half. Bishop directing traffic right in front of our broadcast position. Wallace cross court. Christian's open for 3 again. No good. Fight for the rebound inside. Barry with it. Puts it up and in. Tyler Barry has played his butt off this first half. 6 points and a lot more. 39-31, 30 to go. They find a cutting Cook. Spins. Left-hand shot. No. Rebound Warren. No. Rebound Lee-Davis. Christian with the ball. 8-point lead, 20 to go in the half. Got to hold for the last shot. They could go up double digits at halftime. Wallace up top. Gets it to Barry. 12 to go. Jones feeds Wallace right side. 7 to go. Bounce pass Christian. 5. They got to hurry. Down to 3. Somebody's got to get a shot off. Jones does. No good. I think they lost a little bit of track of time there. So a missed opportunity to up the lead, but they got to like the fact that it's an 8-point lead at the half. It is Lee-Davis, 39, and Atlee, 31. In a must-win situation for Atlee to keep their playoff hopes alive in Region 5B. And Lee-Davis looking to take a giant step towards clinching one of those 8 bids in Region 5B out of 15. Halftime, Lee-Davis, 39, and Atlee, 31. Lee-Davis dance team getting ready to come out and entertain the crowd here. It's Athletic Hall of Fame night, so it's a huge night here at Lee-Davis with the inductions down the way and our doubleheader here this evening. We're back in a moment live. Game of the week hits halftime, 39-31, Lee-Davis with the lead. You're listening to it exclusively on the RVA Sports Network. We are at halftime. Game 2 of our Game of the Week basketball doubleheader. It is Lee-Davis 39 and Atlee 31. Second half will begin in about 4 minutes right here live on the RBA Sports Network. Hey, everybody, we're back. Appreciate you allowing me to go take care of necessities. It's what happens when you're a one-man team. Rob Witham along with you. Let's get you caught up on some other scores at the half. Hopewell leads Colonial Heights 41-28. Armstrong with a 16-point lead on Highland Springs at the half. Wow, wow, wow. 42-26. Oh, we got to send out a best wishes to J.R. Tucker head coach Adam Desgain. He and his wife, she has given birth to Rylan, 9 pounds, 1 ounces. Oh, that's fantastic. Of course, Adam, a great career at Randolph-Macon. Congratulations to Adam and the family. That is great. The only job better than being a parent is being a grandparent. And a little less than a year ago, I was able to qualify that statement. Second half in a minute. Stay with us, 39-31. Lee-Davis up 8 at the break. Back in a moment here on the network. All right, fans, come on back in. Let's get set for second half action, shall we? Lee-Davis 39, Atlee 31. On the RBA Sports Network high school basketball game of the week. Very, very, very busy weekend. Our triple header from Athletes for Awareness tomorrow, 4:30, live on our YouTube channel. Number 1, Hopewell and Lake Taylor will kick it off. Number 3, Highland Springs and Ocean Lakes will follow. And the nightcap will be number 7, LC Bird, Thomas Edison from Alexandria. We're live at Huguenot High School. Games start there tomorrow at noon. Tickets are $10. Proceeds benefit the fight to end sickle cell anemia. Come out and join us at the beautiful new Huguenot High School tomorrow for Athletes for Awareness. The Girls Basketball Classic, Day 2. They've already had 3 games tonight. They're working on Game 3, even as we speak. Thomas Dale, a winner tonight earlier over Caroline. Lee-Davis basketball, working left to right across your PC, tablet, or mobile device. Rob Witham live courtside at Lee-Davis High School. Second half is underway. Christian, kick out. Jones, 3. Good. Elijah had 9 in the first, and now he's got 12, 42-31. Williams will drive, put it up, it's good, and draw the foul. Alan Williams with 8. Jones will have his second personal. And a 3-point play opportunity for Williams. Shot, good. 42-34, teams trade 3 points. New school and old school, 7:30 to go in the third. Christian, corner, finds Jones. Up top to Wallace, around to Fusco playing with 2 fouls. Avery, spin move in the lane. Up, shot, somehow found the basket. Sometimes it's better to be lucky than good, and Alan Williams is going to double dribble under pressure in the backcourt, and it's a turnover. Back to Lee-Davis. Lee-Davis wins tonight. They'll move to 11-5 on the season. Pass tipped, almost taken away by Cook. Jones saves it. Now up top to Fusco. Right side, Wallace. Up top to Christian. Devin's going to drive, kick it out. Wallace for three. No. And again, that high arcing shot, it went off the rim and goes up and hits the scoreboard, or I should say the clock, up above, and that's automatically out of bounds. They've hit the half at Varina. Number 1, Varina, 47. Number 6, Henrico, 37. Cook drives, shot no. Rebound Adonis Johnson for Lee-Davis. Up 10. And a steal by Catterton at midcourt. Chase looking for help. Kick out. Conway open. 3. Good. Nick Conway, his first points tonight. Down to 7. 44-37. Fusco in the corner. Catterton stops him from trying a triple. Up top, it's Jones. Cook on him. Kick out, Fusco. Avery driving the baseline. Spin, stop. Up top, Christian. Left side to Wallace. Corner to Jones. Jones drives on Cook. And we get a whistle. And a foul. Foul will be on Andrew Cook, his first. First quarter in the books at Hanover. Hawks 19, Patriots 7. Lee-Davis gets it in. Here comes another 3 attempt. It's good. And that's Devin Christian. That's his 4th triple tonight. Back to a 10-point game. Cook driving down the lane, lost it. Johnson gets it. Hands it to Christian on the turnover. Oliver will check into the next break for Atlee, suddenly down 10. Jones for 3. Back iron, no. Johnson tries to get the board. Fusco's there, and it kicks out to Wallace. Christian will reset. Conway on him. Right side to Wallace. Wallace up top to Jones, around to Fusco. He'll put up the 3. No good. Rebound, Warren to Cook. Cook picks it up, gets it to Catterton, around to Conway. Conway bounce pass inside, trying to find a cutting Cook. Couldn't do it. Karam's around, and Jones gets it to Christian. Back come the Confederates. Christian down the lane. Up, shot, no. Catterton with the board down in the corner. 3 minutes gone by, second half, 10-point game. Cook, baseline, driving. Up, no, too strong. Johnson with the board, didn't even have to jump to get it. Wallace, no numbers. Back to Fusco. Conway, yeah, got to be a foul. Definite contact there. No shot. But the foul on Conway, and that will be his 3rd. Oliver in for Cook. Looking to see if Coach Raleigh XL is going to get Conway out of there. For right now, he's not. 47-37. 4:44 to go, third quarter. Wallace up top to Fusco. Avery with just 2 points tonight. Early foul trouble for him. Woodley in the game. Kick it to Christian, top of the key. Back to Woodley. Up top to Wallace, right side Fusco. Avery driving. Baseline. Jumper. Good. Fusco with 4 now. 49-37. Conway up top to Catterton. Atlee not able to get into their offense right now. That's a big problem. Inside they find Williams. Shove to Warren. Short jumper. Good. Got to get Tyler Warren up and running. Another Fusco shot. That one a 3. No good, and Warren gets the rebound. Catterton for 3. No. Rebound Adonis Johnson. And the ball goes out of bounds to the Confederates. Woodley in front of the asylum gets it to Tyler Berry, double team, but Woodley gets out of it. Pass is going to be tipped and stolen by Warren. Tyler will slam it home. Second dunk of the night for Atlee. Timeout. Lee-Davis. Don't want the Raiders to get any momentum. So you'll take a 30-second timeout at this point, still with the 8-point lead. It was once 12. So at the half, number 1 Varina 47, number 6 Henrico 37. They've had, this is our reporter, Coach Krostick over there at Varina, says 24 fouls in the first half, 3 technicals, and a bench warning. So just another night in the Capital District. Here, 49-41. Lee-Davis ball and the lead. .3:15 to go, third quarter, here on the Game of the Week. Excuse me, fans. Wallace across the timeline, bounce pass to Woodley. Woodley picks up the dribble, needs some help. Wallace will help him out. Into the corner, Berry. Berry, cross court to Woodley. Bounce pass, Fusco is going to get triple teamed. Needs help. Woodley on the baseline helps. Looks up. Oh, what a move. Holy cow, Dana Woodley. Up in the air, underhanded on the baseline for 2. And the Raiders will lose the ball, but they'll say it's still Raider ball underneath. The pass tipped out of bounds by Lee-Davis. How in the world did Woodley find room to even take the shot, much less make it? 51-41, Lee-Davis, 2:41 in the third. Looking for win number 11 on the year. You're probably going to need 12 or 13 to be sure you're in the tournament in Region 5B. Turnaround from Warren at the free throw line is good. Tyler with 6 in the quarter, keeping Atlee hopes alive. They're at 7-9 and can ill afford many more losses. 2:20 in the third, 51-43. Woodley, double team trap, corner Berry, quickly to Fusco on the baseline. Warren meets him there, shot short. Johnson grabs the board weak side, loses it on the floor, and will get a held ball. Possession arrow goes to Atlee. Remember, we talked about halftime. Atlee wanted a 1-possession game, maybe a 2. They went in down 8. It's still 8. It's been even Steven for 6 minutes in this third quarter. We now have officially 2 minutes left in the third. 51-43. Warren in the corner, out to Conway. Around to Williams, now to Catterton. Oliver working at the free throw line, trying to get to him. Woodley's on him. He'll get around to find Oliver. Pass tipped and intercepted. Here's Wallace. James driving, shot blocked. Rebound up. No, but a foul, and Berry will go to the line. Foul will go on Allen Williams. It'll be his first with 1:38 to go, third quarter. And Tyler Berry now on the line to shoot a pair with the 8-point lead. Elijah Jones going to check in a moment. First free throw good. Christian is coming back in too. And Dante Baker will check in for his first action tonight. Now 52-43 Lee-Davis, 9-point lead, 1:38 left, third quarter. Conway comes out with 3 fouls, but he played quite a while with them, and Baitinger comes back in. Second shot up, short, rebound Warren. Atlee ball down 9, final 90 seconds of the third quarter. Warren quickly to Oliver, out top to Williams. Nice passing, very crisp and quick. Baitinger tried to find Oliver, lost it. And it comes to Lee-Davis, Berry to Wallace. Wallace looking for numbers, there weren't any. Berry back to Wallace in the corner. And now to Christian for 3, too long. Warren with the rebound. He's got Baitinger all alone, and he's not able to handle the basketball. Christian picks it up. Devin, bounce pass, tipped. and out of bounds. Oh my, Oliver almost with a fantastic defensive play. And Lee-Davis will possess the ball underneath with 1:04 to go, third quarter, up by 9. Lots of substitutions going on now. Atlee's going to start playing some situational substitutions here. Get the defense they want, the shooters they want on the floor. Ryan Cochon in the game for the first time. 3-ball open, Jones, back of the iron, no. Long rebound will get to Baker. Baker saves it, gets it to Christian Devin. And we're going to get an offensive foul. It's Devin Christian with the arm pushing off. Turnover to Atlee with 50 to go. Williams, Catterton, Warren back in. 9-point game, 50 seconds left, third quarter. (52-43). Williams looking for Cook, can't find him. Over to Catterton instead. Back to Williams. Fake the three, over to Chase, open for three. It's good. Catterton's second tonight. 6-point game, 52-46. Lee-Davis ball, final 20 of the third. Wallace in the corner to Jones. He's double teamed, needs help, gets it out of bounds, and it's over to Atlee. Jones tried to knock it off an Atlee player, and it ended up doing so, but also off of Jones's foot. And the Raiders have 9.7 to work with here. A 3, and it's a one-possession game. 9.7. Williams picks it up at 60 feet. And we're going to get an illegal screen on Oliver. Oh, man. Huge mistake there. A chance to cut it to 4, maybe even to 3, and just a bad play trying to set the pick by Oliver at midcourt. And when it happens at midcourt, it's just amplified. Everybody sees it. Lee-Davis now, a 3-ball makes it a 9-point game. What a swing this would be. Wallace to Jones, 5 to go. Jones kick out, Fusco, 3, good! And it is a 5-point swing and a 9-point lead. At 9.7 to go in the third, Atlee had the ball with a chance to make it a one-possession game. Now it's a 9-point game. Lee-Davis, 55. Atlee, 46. Holy cow. Getting our fans updated quickly on Twitter at Hanover Sports. Hopewell up big now after 3. We told you number 1 Varina by 10 at the half over Henrico at home. Earlier tonight, Atlee winning here in the girls' game 59-28. Patrick Henry girls defeat Hanover tonight. Hanover second quarter, a lead on Patrick Henry as senior night tonight for the Hawks. So that rivalry night going a little bit later than ours. Here, it's Hall of Fame night for the Lee-Davis Athletic Department, their 6th class. They now have 30 members in the Hall of Fame. It's a 9-point game and maybe some future Hall of Famers on the court here. Lee-Davis, 55-46 with the ball, trying for win number 11. Baseline, floater no, rebound Warren. Picks up the dribble up top, gets it to Williams, cuts to Tyler, shot up, no, but a foul. Oh, what a beautiful give and go. And Warren to the line for 2 shots. Fusco commits his 3rd personal.
Warren.
And here is Warren at the line. First shot, good. Tyler had 10 in the first half. He's now got 17 tonight. Deep run, 22. Mills Godwin, 21 at the half. There's two more teams desperate for a win. Second shot, good for Tyler Warren. If we have a quick minute in a timeout, we'll explain to you the current situation in Region 5B. It's quickly becoming the haves and the have-nots. And Atlee's going to fall deeper into the have-not category if they can't make up this 7-point deficit. Lee-Davis trying to draw closer to clinch it a bit. Almost a steal, and there is one. Conway, jumper, good. It's down to 5. 55-50, and the Raiders are putting on the backcourt pressure. Works once. Baker finds Barry. Wallace wide open, didn't see him. Back up top to Fusco. Around to James Wallace. Jones in the corner. It's a 3, and it's good. Elijah Jones has 15. 58-50 a minute into the final period of regulation. Conway to Williams, right side to the cutting Warren for 2, and impossible. 3-point play. The whistle, the hoop, and the harm. Foul on Wallace. That's his second. Warren now with a chance to make it 21 on the night and get it down to 5. Shots up, good. 11 in the second half, 21 tonight. Took a little while for the inbounds to happen, and Lee-Davis is going to get the advantage and be able to do some situational substituting here. 58-53, the lead, 5. The backcourt pressure coming again. Atlee 1 for 2 right now, trying to draw steals. Double team, they get it to Christian. Down court quickly to Wallace. Wallace to Johnson, up, no. Rebound, Warren. And the Raiders can make it a one-possession game here. Conway, corner Cook, baseline drive, whistle. And is that an offensive foul? It is on Cook. Got him on the arm, and it's a second foul on Cook. 4 now on Lee-Davis as a team this half, and 5 on Atlee. (58-53). Lee-Davis ball up 5, 6:30 to go. The game pacing at about the 70-point range. That's Lee-Davis' advantage. Christian in the corner, double teamed is Jones. Needs some help. Finds it from Christian. Williams on him. Backs out. Fusco quickly in the corner. Nothing there. Raiders all over the place defensively. Finally find Jones open for 3. No good. Rebound out. Allen Williams quickly down court. Coleman with it. And he'll draw the foul. Oh, Lee-Davis fans want to travel. And they're not going to get it. Coleman will go to the line to shoot a pair. The foul's on Jones, and that's 3 on Elijah. Lee-Davis very unhappy. Coleman had the layup, and then he stopped to draw the defense into him. First shot good, and the Asylum thought he dragged that pivot foot. It was very close. 58-54. I'm not sure if maybe a situation where he didn't feel like he really had the basketball as well as he needed to. In the end, he gets a pair at the line. One possession game. Timeout. Lee-Davis. Oh, here we go, fans. It'll be a 30-second timeout. It's a full timeout. Full timeout by Lee-Davis. Hanover up 4 at the half on Patrick Henry. It's 27-23 there. Thanks to our Ryan Dugall out there tonight doing great work. And now a full timeout for Lee-Davis, 2 minutes into the final period. (58-55) is our score. We'll come out of the timeout. Lee-Davis will have the basketball and a 3-point lead. So Atlee had it down 6 with 9 ticks left in the third, committed a foul. Fusco got the ball, hit a 3 before the horn. It was a 9-point lead. Atlee shrugs that off, applies full court pressure, tilts the game in their favor, and in 2 minutes of game time, they've got it down to 3. 58-55. Who's going to tighten up now? Wallace up top. Williams with the trap, almost a steal. Christian saves it. He's double teamed. Warren out there. Devin through traffic. Steal. He passed it to Warren. Intended for Adonis Johnson. A 3 ties it. Williams. Warren. 3. Good! We are tied, and the Rage Cage is going nuts behind us. 58 all, 5:25 to go. Yes, in regulation. Christian right side. High pass for Wallace, almost stolen. Gets it over to Johnson. His shot, no. Rebound, Warren. He'll get tied up, lose it, get it back, and we get a foul. And if that's on Jones, it's his 4th. Oh, what a turn of events here. .507 left. We're tied, and Atlee's got the basketball. Down 9 a moment ago. Conway needs some help. Now Lee-Davis starting to pour on the defensive pressure. Williams, Christian's on him left side. Looking for Cook to cut, can't find him. Up top to Warren. Warren looking underneath Coleman. Got him. One dribble and a foul. Oh, the Lee-Davis faithful very unhappy with that call. And they'll get Wallace on the push. And that's 3 on James Wallace. Huge developing situation here. 4 on Jones. 3 on Wallace, 3 on Fusco. And Atlee can take the lead at the line. Good! The first free throw in for Andre Coleman. He's got 5. (59-58). Second free throw. No good. Bounce pass up top to Wallace. Lee-Davis up 9 a minute ago. Now down 1. Christian inside to Fusco. Tied up. Shot no. Rebound no. And Atlee gets the board. And there is no foul called, and Bishop is beside himself. Now they'll get a foul on Lee-Davis after Atlee gets the basketball, and we're going to the bonus. It'll be 1-1 for the Raiders. The foul is on Johnson, his 2nd. Referee comes over just to double check and make sure the foul is assessed correctly. It's on Adonis Johnson. It'll be his 2nd. 8 fouls on Lee-Davis, 5 on Atlee. One of the other officials talking with Andrew Cook and Devin Christian, basically telling them to cut it out. Did you really think when somebody got up double digits that this game was going to stay that way? Not these two. No way. Cook up 1 at the line, shooting 1 and 1. First one is good. Cook led with 24 in the win at home over Hanover a week ago tonight. tonight. 7 in the first half. That's his first point of the second. He's got 8. It's a 2-point game. He'll try to make it 3. Up. Good. 61-58. It is a 15-3 Atlee run. Christian and Barry playing catch. Bounce to Wallace up top. Wallace around to Christian. Christian gets open for a 3. Back iron, no. Rebound, Williams. Down to Warren. Here we go. He missed it. He missed the layup, the dunk. Cook gets the rebound, misses 2. The Rage Cage suddenly falls. The Asylum comes to life. Fusco 3. No. Back iron, no good. Rebound, Cook. Loses it. Wallace has it, and we get a foul. Referee thought Atlee was going one way, but they're going the other. He stops himself, points in the Atlee direction. They'll put the foul on Williams. That's his second. Into Wallace. Over to Barry for 3. No. Johnson had the board. Coleman took it away, but swatted it out of bounds. 61-58. Lee-Davis inbounds again. They got a man open. Fusco 3. Good! We're tied. 3:20 to go. Backcourt pressure. They break it. Williams across the timeline. Driving in the lane. Floater. No. Johnson with the rebound. Needs some help and gets the foul. And it'll be on Warren, his second. .307 left. Hermitage up 4 on Glen Allen after 3. 3:07 left here. Johnson, free throw, back iron, no. Rebound, Warren. Quickly to Williams. 3 minutes left in regulation. Cook top of the key. Around to Conway. Conway almost got away from his man. Battle of the loose ball on the floor. Held ball, possession arrow stays with the Raiders. Oh, Lee-Davis almost had the turnover in the fast break. Instead, 61 all, 2:52 left in regulation, and Atlee retains on the alternate arrow. Both teams now in the bonus. Conway in the corner. Pass inside, got a man, got Cook. Shot blocked by Johnson. Comes out to Catterton. Up top to Warren. Timeout, Atlee. It'll be a full timeout. Atlee 61. Lee-Davis 61. Oh, what a night. Just like we thought. And it gets better tomorrow night. Triple header, top 10 girls basketball action on the RBA Sports Network. We will be live at Athletes for Awareness at Huguenot High School. Number 1, Hopewell Lake Taylor at 4:30 to kick off our broadcast. Number 3, Highland Springs at Ocean Lakes at 6. Number 7, LC Bird and Thomas Edison at 7:30. Live at youtube.com/RBA Sports Network. Live listen link at RBASportsNetwork.com at the top of the page. Best way to do it, fans, go to youtube.com/RBA Sports Network. Hit subscribe. We'll email you every time we go live with a Game of the Week broadcast. No third party, no spams, no none of that mess. We just email you when it's live coverage of high school sports. Inbound to Warren. Back to Conway, open corner, three, short, long rebound. Tyler gets it over Fusco. Atlee retains. Williams thought about a three, whips it to Conway. Nick drives, kicks out. Back to Williams up top. 2:28 to go. Conway takes over. Christian on him. Left to Williams. Williams looking, nobody there. Tyler helps him out up top. Over to Catterton. Catterton right side. Picks up the dribble. Williams in the corner. Looks inside, finds Warren. Warren on Fusco. Turnaround floater. Off the iron, no. Lee-Davis with the rebound. They got the ball. Tie game. 2:10 to go. They can't settle here. Wallace up top. Over to Fusco. Thought about a three. Stops. Cross court. Christian open. Three. No good. Long rebound to Johnson. Wallace with it. They'll kick it out. Christian right side, a minute 50 to go. Tied at 61. Fusco left wing. Timeout, Lee-Davis.
Timeout, think about Lee-Davis. 30-second timeout.
1:42 left in regulation. This is a must-win for the Atlee Raiders if they want to play in the second half of February. It's as simple as that. For Lee-Davis, if they lose, suddenly the battle at the bottom of the top 8 gets even more jumbled. Prince George was 10-6. Matoaka around that same record. Lee-Davis came in tonight at 10-5. Meadowbrook's at 7-8. Atlee's at 7-9. Mills Godwin around that particular point. They're all hoping that somebody collapses and they could grab the 8th seed. And the quickest way Atlee could take a big step towards that is to beat Lee-Davis. But Lee-Davis has the ball. 1:42 left. And the inbound to Wallace. And here we go. Left side, Christian. 1:33 to go. Jones with 4 fouls. Cross court to Christian. A little keep away here. 1:25 and counting. Back to Christian in front of the student section. Fusco corner, three. Got it! Fusco for the lead. A minute 13 to go, 64-61. Immediately, Fusco picks up Conway. Warren back to Conway. Now to Williams. Williams thought about a three, didn't do it. Conway with it. 1 minute left. Cutting Catterton. Lost it, but it's last touched by Lee-Davis. It'll stay with Atlee. Down 3. Final minute. .7 to go. Atlee ball down 3. They'll get it up top to Warren. Kick it to Cook. He's at the top of the key. Up to Catterton. 55 to go. Conway left side. Now to Warren. Tyler inside to Cook. Turnaround. Good. It's down to 1. Timeout, Atlee. .3 left. Oh, fans, what a night. And we are going to attempt to go on Twitter. We are going to go live on Twitter as well as here on our YouTube channel. So get to Hanover Sports right now on Twitter, and you can watch as well as listen. The play call is done. The timeout is complete. 64-63. Lee-Davis with the ball, up by 1. And here we go. Wallace has it. Gets it to Christian. Double team, lost it. Cook has it. Steal Atlee. Inside. Shot good. Good. The lead to Atlee. 30 to go. 6:30 to go, and they're going to lose it out of bounds. No, they save it. Held ball, and Lee-Davis dodges a huge bullet. Allen Williams scores, or was that Coleman? We're going to get a timeout on the floor. Timeout, Atlee. 23.8 to go. They have the lead, but Lee-Davis will have the basketball. 65-64, 23.8 seconds to go. So where have you seen this before? So was that Coleman or was that Williams underneath? Coleman. All right. The best thing to do is, if you're not sure, check with the official scorer. And our way got blocked a little bit there on that steal. Cook with a great job to get the basketball. 1 point game. Lee-Davis hoping to draw up the game winner. They're also looking to go to 11-5 on the year and take a giant step forward to the Region 5B postseason. Atlee, their season essentially is on the line. Here we go. Lee-Davis is down 1. Coach Axel wants somebody to cover the guy inbounding the ball, and they get it to Wallace. 20 to go to Christian. 15 to go. The crowd's on its feet. Christian, kick out. Wallace, back to Christian. Lost it out of bounds with 8.5 to go. Atlee ball and a 1 point lead. Timeout, Lee-Davis. You see Conway and the Raiders celebrating. Now, fans, here's the situation in Region 5B. 8.5 seconds to go here. Henrico, Elsie Bird, Varina, Douglas Freeman, they're all in. No problems there. Some of them have already 13 wins. Varina's undefeated. Underneath those 4, Varina, Elsie Bird, Henrico, Douglas Freeman, you've got Highland Springs, you've got Prince George, you've got Matoaka, you've got Lee-Davis. So there's your 8. And then below them, sitting at 7-8 wins rather than 10, are the Atlees, the Meadowbrooks, the Mills Godwins. Mills Godwin missed a huge opportunity to get closer into the postseason race, losing in double overtime at Prince George last Saturday night. Deep run, Glen Allen, Hermitage, season's likely done. Atlee would be 8-9. Lee-Davis would be 10-6. Lee-Davis would have a game in hand. That would help. You know what's going to happen here. You're going to get a quick foul. It's going to be a 1-1. And Lee-Davis will hope to get the ball back with a chance to win. So here we go. Cook will inbound 94 feet away. Gets it to Warren. Warren's got to get fouled and does with 6.8 remaining. If it's on Wallace, and it is, it's his 4th. Wallace, Jones with 4, Fusco with 3. Credit Avery. He's played a lot with 3 fouls here in this second half. Tyler Warren is exactly who Coach Axel wants on the line right now, up 1. Now, the best they could do, hypothetically, is to hit 2, and Lee-Davis could try a 3-pointer to send it to overtime. Unless Atlee, maybe he makes the first, misses the second, and the Raiders grab the board. Let's see. It's a 1-1. First shot is good. 66-64. Remember we said game in the 70s or 80s favors Lee-Davis. It's slowed down again. 50s or 60s, it favored Atlee. We're right on the precipice. 66-64, second shot. No good. It's short. They got to hurry. And we get a timeout called by Coach Bishop, his final timeout. It'll be 5.2 seconds left. 5.2 to go. Lee-Davis is out of timeouts. They got to draw up a play here. Either a 2 to tie, a 3 to win, or Atlee survives. And the problem that Lee-Davis has had in the last couple of moments is holding on to the basketball. I think part of that you could credit Atlee going into that full court pressure to start the fourth quarter when they were down 9 after an opportunity to cut it to 3 late in the third. It was 55-46. In this quarter, it is Atlee 20 and Lee-Davis 9. And that's why the Confederates are down 2, trying to draw up the game tying or the game winning play. Godwin and deep run and a barn burner. 32-30 after 3, deep run with the lead. Here we go. Jones will inbound it at about 65 feet. A triple wins it, and this place will go insane. Jones to Wallace. Gotta hurry. Jones for the win. No good. Warren with the board, and the Raiders win it on the road at Lee-Davis. 66-64 is your final score. The Rage Cage in celebration behind us as Atlee picks up win number 8. Their postseason hopes are still alive, and the Lee-Davis Confederates fall very hard to 10-6 on the year. Jones had a great look. It just couldn't go down. And Atlee wins 66-64. We have wrapped up our broadcast on Periscope on Twitter. Coaches shaking hands, congratulating each other. What a phenomenal victory. Atlee down 9 and could have been deflated after 3, but they come back and they outscore Lee-Davis 20-9 in the final quarter, and they ride full court pressure defense to the comeback win in dramatic fashion. 66-64. Atlee victorious. They're now 8-9. Their season is still alive. And for Lee-Davis, they moved to 10-6. And they've got work to do. But still, they still have destiny and control on their side. That'll wrap it up on a wild boys basketball game of the week here on the RVA Sports Network. Thanks for being with us. Come back tomorrow for more triple header girls basketball coverage from Athletes for Awareness at 4:30 at Huguenot High School. We'll have number 1 Hopewell, number 3 Highland Springs, number 7 LC Bird, all in action tomorrow at 4:30 live on our YouTube channel. Tonight's game of the week, an exclusive presentation of the RVA Sports Network, intended solely for the private, non-commercial use of our audience. Any rebroadcast without the express written consent of HCS Media, LLC is strictly prohibited. From a wild Mechanicsville, Virginia, Rob Witham saying, good night, everybody. We'll talk to you tomorrow at 4:30.